Trailmix, he's the trail, she's the mix. They hike on trails and step on sticks. Trailmix.
Hey everybody, this is Trailmix, and I'm Chris.
I'm Tori.
And I'm Corey. And we're coming to you live from the only bench in this entire park that is not cautioned off with tape.
Not live.
You're right, that we're not live. We're not live, this is a recording.
We're dead.
This is the Clear Creek Nature Trail. It is 1.5 miles long.
Is it a loop?
It is a loop. It's known for its beautiful pitcher plants in season. They bloom everywhere on this trail, which is the blooming season is early April, kind of the first half of May. But we're actually coming to you on June 2nd. So just barely missed it, but maybe it's still beautiful. More than likely.
Also, it's sort of fallen into disrepair, it seems, which is sad.
The structures being picnic tables and the bathrooms. So make sure you come empty. Maybe, I don't know, maybe with enough Trailmix videos, we can bring a renewed passion for trails and upkeeping them.
Single-handedly save our country.
Well, you know, that's just one of our many, many humble goals. Captain Planet would be proud. He would be. If he's not each and every one of us. All right, here we are at the trail. This is the entrance of the trail. We just parked here and we have our bathroom. We're trying to put make the best reason possible as to why even the benches themselves are cautioned off. Yogi Bear, too many strikes. We've had enough. Yep. The park rangers have united. They're willing to make a stand against the evils of Yogi Bear and the picnic baskets. We're gonna find his cave and give him a very formal, well-written complaint. Boo-boo, bring him out here. He's on cave arrest.
How do you feel about putting your hand back there, Chris?
I feel okay about putting my hand back there for reference.
Hand lower a little bit.
Oh, I touched it.
Further this way.
Your way?
Down. Good.
Ah! Did it do something? It moved! Okay, oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay, try again.
Let's try again.
Sorry,
I want everyone to know who's watching, I risked my life so you can enjoy a picture.
Chris could have died.
I could have died.
For you.
I did die a little bit. I feel like my lifespan has been shortened. You're a different man now. I started this trail a boy.
Blueberry!
I'll leave this trail a man.
Also, I keep getting these things with the arrows. Like there was one that just had 2 diagonal arrows going like this. Like this is a corner. And then there's this one that says this is this way.
That's straight.
Thanks.
You're welcome, says the trail. Wildlife, we may see a snapping turtle. Heck yes. You can hear the other half of the squirtle.
Finally.
And an eastern diamondback rattlesnake. Okay, let's hope we don't see that one.
Well, the founding members are all wearing boots, so
That's
I'm not
true.
worried.
It will be a trail we'll never forget. That's for certain.
Danger. Everybody run.
Leave him. See what this sign says. What? This gopher tortoise was not on the last sign of things we would see, and now it's on this sign? Can we really trust these signs?
Are you guys not actually reading the signs?
There's words and stuff on it.
There's a tiny frog.
Wow, that is a tiny frog.
Look how little it is. Oh. See if I can get my finger close for reference.
Huge leaves.
Ooh. Ah,
Oh, he's
giant
gone.
dragonfly.
Yeah, no, he's gone.
Tony the frog.
Oh, it's like a little roller coaster from the water. Where does it end up?
There.
Wow, in this cesspool of nature
It's a
filth.
trick roller coaster to make you sad.
I know, right?
Oh, is it a water slide?
Look at this. Yeah, I'm not sure why you would have something like this that leads to nowhere in the middle of nature, but.
Well, maybe that's for like floodwater.
Oh, floodwater? I guess that makes sense. I know. This is like someone was standing here and got the idea for Indiana Jones.
Yep.
This is how that happened.
I had a great idea for this movie.
Goldberry.
You see a stick in the goldberry.
Hey, we found another goldberry. Goldberry. Okay, no, I'm done.
Sure.
It's like gallbladder, but in the form of a berry. This is such a sexy path of trail. Oh, wow. It doesn't even do justice on camera. But this is a very beautiful part of this trail. We're like going through this dense wooded area, 5 or so feet off the ground on this very beautiful boardwalk. The canopy is green and the sun is just right to make everything look like it's glowing. How was that for a description? Sounds like I could be on a food channel. So,
think that beavers made all this.
possible for us.
No, Chris, they made it. That's what the sign said.
Who would know beavers would be such great workers? Avoid all temptations to swim in this very beautiful pond.
It will not be difficult. Pitcher plants.
Hey, look, more pitcher plants. Is that a pitcher plant? Look at that, though.
Did you see them earlier?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Are they supposed to have like some kind of petals or anything in it? I can't see them. Would you mind taking a picture?
They
They look like they're skinny at the top. They have like kind of a bottleneck and they're open at the top. And there's like a bell at the bottom. So it's kind of like a white Venus flytrap.
And it doesn't move. It's just
it doesn't move.
Passively
It's just
allows critters to fall into it. And that's what it eats.
Oh, this is where they would be. Were they in season? Because see, I see a whole bunch of pitcher plants. They're just not white and they don't stand out at all. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. You know what makes this even better? What? If we could just jump in and start swimming. You know, it is very tempting.
I don't know if that's true.
You're not tempted to swim in that? I mean, look at that. I'm licking my lips. Just, I don't know why I would lick my lips if I want to swim. But I'm doing it. Oh, wow. What is that black dragonfly thing?
Huge. Wow. Yeah, there are a couple.
What's that black
really
wings?
bright. That's damselflies.
Look how beautiful it is. What are you looking at? It has a green butt. This one right here. Okay.
That's
I need a picture
cool.
of that.
Look.
Maybe it'll land up here. And the trail marches on.
Fish!
It's this way, Tori.
It is?
Yeah.
How on earth do you know?
This very indiscriminate sign that you keep making fun of. Yeah, pretty embarrassed, aren't you now?
Defeated. Hoisted by my own petard.
Pretty embarrassing now.
To Beaver Dam.
We didn't. That doesn't look familiar at all.
No, we didn't see that.
I think it's just that little thing right there.
Okay, let's look.
You want to just go look? Check it. Yeah, let's check it out. See what this beaver dam is all about. Let's see what these beavers have to offer us in today's 21st century.
Ingenuity, meat and health.
How to build bridges the right way? Yeah, this is thick with spider webs. I've run into like 7.
Well,
Not 7,
I don't
like 3.
see anything really. It's just a
Okay, yeah. Okay. If we have a leave no trace rule, why don't we build trails? I feel like we'd be following that rule if we never even went in there.
So the Clear Creek Nature Trail was a fabulous trail in spite of the fact that all of the structures like the fences and benches and picnic tables and stuff were kind of rotting and kind of, you know, taped off with caution tape. It was theorized to us by a hiker that perhaps that was done because they don't want to take care of those or maintain those structures anymore. And then my dad mentioned that, well, national parks did get defunded by an enormous amount of money last year, so they probably can't. But, you know, in spite of that, that really didn't have an impact on how beautiful the trail was. It wasn't terribly well swept, maintained, whatever you want to call it, you know, along the ground, but it was a lovely trail altogether.
Maybe we could have like a Toy Story type movie, but for trails instead. Like, what's a trail really doing when you're not there? Kind of like Toy Story, except it would be a much better movie.
Just set the camera in front of the trail and see it for a few days.
Starring Vin Diesel.
If a tree falls in a trail and there are no hikers to hear it, does the government come and clean it up?
Well, they certainly don't fund it.
Cool critters. Go.
Well, for cool critters, ooh, this is always a difficult part of the outro to do.
Being creative.
Yes, I just gotta think of a cool critter that we saw. You know what? I'm gonna go with that beautiful black damselfly that looked like it had a jewel for a butt. You know, it was all black everywhere we could see, and it had a jewel for a butt. I mean, it doesn't get much more damsely than that. You know, all we need is the Bowser fly to come and steal it away. That way, the Mario fly could go and save it. You know, and then we could just repeat that process, you know, 10 or 12 times, and, you know, we'll have a thing going. A perfect game.
Superfly.
That'll be the name of the game. Superfly 64.
I'd buy it.
To really encapsulate our experience on this trail, I give it 100 billion spiders. There were more spiders, I think, than air molecules to breathe on that trail. It was really an immersive spider experience.
A lot of spider webs. You know what? There were actually just straight up a lot of spiders just on their webs too.
Yeah, there were just tons of little, just hanging out.
Yeah, they were.
Doing what spiders do.
You know, I could have sworn that you were gonna go with the tiny frog.
See, but we gave our first trail half of a tiny frog as a rating.
Oh, you're right. We don't want to have any repeats.
We don't, because people will know.
Mm-hmm.
People are keeping track.
They'll judge us harshly.
And I don't have any tiny frogs for them to rate.
Somewhere in our very, 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 very many fans and subscribers, someone is writing down every rating we've given every episode so far. And we don't want to disappoint them.
They're also keeping track of your hair length. If you've been keeping track of Chris's hair length over this journey, please send us the list. Because Chris is dying to know.
Superfly.
So far, we've mentioned and talked about all the creatures and cool critters that we saw on this trail. But what about the ones that we didn't see? Thinking specifically of Yogi Bear and his stealing picnic basket actions, which led to the cautioning off of all the tapes and gave us such cool facts to tell you guys about the defunding and all this other kind of crap.
Thank you, Yogi Bear.
Yes. So my rating goes to one mischievous Yogi Bear and small partner Boo Boo.
All right. How about natural beauty?
This trail is kind of like a broken clock. You know, a broken clock is right at least 2 times a day. And this trail is beautiful at least 2 months of the year. We just barely missed that point. You know, we're in the broken side of this clock. But, you know, next year, maybe we'll be on the right side of this clock. And we'll go visit it again. Maybe. Don't hold me to that, because we might not do that.
So, as far as I'm concerned, even with the sort of lacking foliage, you know, as opposed to what we were expecting, I thought it was amazing. You go on this boardwalk, it goes on forever, it's narrow, it's high up, and you look down and there's this nasty looking swamp with all these beautiful plants and damselflies everywhere, and I thought that it was absolutely beautiful, regardless of the type of flora available for our, you know,
The reason we went there.
our filthy human eyes to look upon.
Okay.
That's where I was going with that.
When you're walking on it for a while, the trees and bushes around it, there's a part of the bridge where it kind of just arcs over the bridge, and it's a very gorgeous sight. I know Chris mentioned it while we were walking through it on camera, but just to reiterate how beautiful it actually was. It was definitely a very pleasant sight. It was great. That is A-OK.
Is that your rating?
if you want to do a group rating,
I mean, A-OK is a pretty great rating.
that's how I feel. A-OK! Come on, guys, do it with me. A-OK!
Overall hikeability, go!
Oh man, this was an easy trail. It really was. If you had like a wheelchair with those fat, sandy beach tires, you could definitely bring a wheelchair on this trail too.
If it's narrow.
Wait, never mind. There was that part where we were over that cement waterfall. And those were stairs.
Yeah.
There are stairs incorporated into it.
So if you had, but that was the only set of stairs though. So if you had a strong, able-bodied young person who could carry or pull a wheelchair up, you know, and you had a lot of faith in these very wood, decrepit-looking stairs, you could definitely bring a wheelchair on here. Because it was only like 6 stairs.
Yeah, overall, I agree. It was pretty daggone hikeable. There were some stairs, there were some inclines, there were a lot of areas where the leaf cover on the ground was pretty darn thick, and there were some areas that we did not dare to venture into due to the many spiders that we mentioned before. But overall hikeability, pretty doggone hikeable.
Well, I guess it probably actually won't be for too much longer if they've stopped taking care of it too. So
Get out there now.
get out there now.
And come empty. It wasn't really too difficult. This is only my second time walking on trails with Trailmix. So this is definitely pretty, it wasn't tiring or exhausting at all. Like once we finished the trail, I still had enough energy to do other things if I had wanted to. There were some inclines, but there was nothing that was very, required a lot of chutzpah. So I would definitely say that anywhere from the ages of being able to walk to 90 with a good diet could walk this trail.
Finally, rating it on water clarity.
You know, I would have to say, as I stared into the milky pool of the abyss, that this trail did not have clear water or a clear creek, you know? But there was a clear goal, even though that goal was abandonment, you know? So I feel that the stars that I saw in the pool of this milky galaxy, that as I connected with it on a deep spiritual level, was that, for one, it was very tempting to swim, and 2, it wasn't that clear at all. And that's it.
That's your rating?
That's my rating. A milky wonderland.
I'm gonna say it was a little soupy, but not in a way I would like to eat. Chris pretty much captured it with the really
Poetry
deft
of the soul.
metaphors that he created.
I would have to say if you could take a banana milkshake, mix it with sludge, and then water it down over 3 years. That's what the water looked like.
I'm licking my lips right now.
But I'm very sure that when the pitcher plants are in blooming, it would be much more beautiful. I'm not sure, I'm just hoping. Because I also want to advertise this trail as well.
Despite the milky rating that I gave it, I would like to say that, you know, trails in general are very beautiful to behold and very fun and fulfilling to be on. And you got that light exercise, you get to see nature in all of its glory, and if you bring some people with you, you get to have a good time, you know? Talk, laugh, enjoy, see what God has to offer the world, and hey, you know, so I think it's a good thing for you guys out there to go hike your own trail, you know, experience nature and all of its wonders. It's fun and wonderful.
And A-OK.
And A-OK.